Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Beorning, and I'm here with Heiki Goldwatcher to ask him what's up and to bring him the treasure that we found in the Misty Mountains.
I am at your service.
Finally, word from Lara Sharpshard. What's this? You brought the strong boxes? That fool, did he even read my note to him? I wanted the name of Halmer Sharpshaper's father. I will make a note of this in my records. Wait, you met Halmer's descendant? Good. Did he tell you his father's name? Halmer? Oh, Vither was the first Halmer's father. Ah, good. That's exactly what I wanted to know. I suppose I'll add the gold here to the treasury, although it really matters not to me. I honestly did not expect there to be any treasure left after all these years. No, the name of Halmer Sharpshaper's father is really all I needed. Filling in the gap of the records is the real treasure. And we have actually, that's not too bad of a necklace there. Alright. There we go. And that's the real treasure. Now we need to head back to Glowing's camp and take care of that Keystone. And find out where it is, and once we know where the Keystone is, then we'll be able to see if we could do something about the Dour Hand leader, Gorgrim, and maybe even do something about that Nazgul. Yeah, right. And of course, we also have this little unfinished business that we have with some of those snow lurkers. And it just so happens that the place to go in order to take care of that is the same place where we find the Keystone. At least if I remember all this correctly. Even if I do remember it correctly, there's always a possibility that something has changed. But based on where the arrows are, I think it stayed the same. What do we got here? We have bears, we have aurochs, and we have these raised snow beasts. These crazed snow beasts are going to insist on giving us a pounding if we're not careful. There's a snowdrift right there. We'd like to check that, so I would prefer to do this. Okay, well, nothing I'm going to do to avoid alerting this guy, so we might as well just charge in and smack him ourselves. And to see if he could bear my... well, not just my puns, but my attacks. There you go. Now, where is this thing? Ah, here it is. Alright, that's 3 fragments. So hopefully we'll at some point find the 4th fragment and take care of that also. Up here. Yeah, it's the same place where the goblin treasure thing is at. It's unfortunate, but I didn't want to wait on the goblin treasure, seeing that it would have just sent us back to that place anyway. Well, pick this up first. Yes, I got it. 5 chunks of ancient iron ore. Well, not particularly useful for a scholar. I was hoping it would maybe be some scholar materials, but I guess not. I will have to do something about that at some point. Or actually, I did do something about it. Yes, I actually did. While I was in Thorin's Hall, I decided to grab a couple of items from the auction hall to fill that out. So that means that if there are any scholar materials there, which means I should turn that on, I'll be able to use them. And now I've got to remember where this crazy keystone is at. There it is, right there. Guarded by snow beasts. Right, and whack, whack. Hey! That one was a nasty one. I couldn't use my undo skill to get out of it. It's nasty when they do that type. Alright, done. Alright, that's the keystone. No, I don't know how I'm able to recognize it and be able to do it properly. Oh. Ah. Hey, I was wanting to fight the lurker, not you. Why are you involved in this? Have you ever heard of politeness? I guess not. Alright. Now, where is that lurker? Oh, there it is. Whew. I thought I lost it. Alright. Hi there. Do you have any fragments on you? You just give me your fragments, we don't have to fight. Hey! Interference! Alright, now we're done with that. Now let's see if we can get around this without having to fight half the mobs in the Misty Mountains. Which is pretty difficult with all these crazy beasts all over the place. But we will do it. One way or the other. Alright. See, are there any other quests that we are involved with for the Misty Mountains? No. Killing bears, which you know I'm gonna not do. And the other one's from Bilbo, and we'll do that when we get to Goblin Town, which is going to be in a couple of more levels. We have no need to rush and do that one. But first off, let's talk to our friend here, Glowing.
No dawdling.
Yes, this is the keystone of which I spoke. Good work, Pineclaw. Now the real business will begin.
Welcome. You have come to most
And you hit 43 right on the mark because that's the level of the next spell. Of the next quest. Yes, quest. We don't cast spells here. Now that we have the keystone, the back way into the Dourhand Keep will be open to us. You should be able to confront both the Nazgul and Skorgrim. However, the task will be a great one, and you will need help. So gather a company of allies. Also, since completion of this task may mean the end of Skorgrim, a great boon to the Durin's folk, I will send my son Gimli along with you to aid in the battle. I will entrust him with both the keystone and the secret dwarf lore needed to open the gate. Now go and gather the company of allies and prepare for the battle ahead. Once you are prepared, speak with Gimli. He is staying at the guest rooms in Elrond's house. Together, you will set off for the keep, and he shall open the secret way into the inner keep. This will be a great day for the free peoples, Pineclaw. I am eager for your return of the tale of your victory, and this is one of those quests that's meant for a fellowship, but we will get inspiration in order to be able to do it solo. Alright, so first off, alright, this is to accept the quest, so you don't get there, and I don't care about shenanigans, but I will accept your 7 copper for completing the quest.
What do you want?
And we will head over to Rivendell. And since I hit level 43, I should have... Well, as soon as I see this, let me start pumping up my critical chance. And apply that. I have a feeling there are a lot of players who would have started pumping up their critical chance way earlier than I did. Now, the way I was getting ready to go would have been the way to go, to talk directly to Gimli. I'm not going to Gimli first. First, I'm going to take care of those jagged relics. Make sure I'm all finished with that. And once I'm done with that quest, then we'll talk to Gimli. So let's see if I can get through here. Now, back in the earlier days, I used to have a lot of trouble navigating this. First few times you're in Rivendell, it's not all that unusual to, let's say, take a little dump into the river. Same thing is probably true if you try riding a war steed in here for the first time. Especially if you try to go at a full gallop. A full gallop in a war steed, not recommended for Rivendell unless you're very good at controlling it. Even then, I would probably do it maybe at a canter or a trot. Alright, but here's the House of Elrond. And perhaps maybe someday after we get our war steed, we could come to Rivendell and see what happens, but I have a feeling we'll be so busy down in the south at that point that we'll completely forget about that idea. Yeah, okay, yes, he's in Elrond's library, so let's speak with him. Very well, here are some large fragments, jagged.
What can I do for you?
While you were away, Pineclaw, I was able to partially reassemble the vase. It is a thing of beauty, even incomplete. I wonder at its maker, and the circumstances that brought it to lie abandoned in pieces beneath the snow of the mountains. I see you have brought some jagged fragments back with me. I will see if any of these belong to the vase.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
We have been very fortunate, Pineclaw, for some of these fragments were indeed once part of this vase. I have repaired it as best I can, and the beauty it once had has returned in some measure. I have another task for you. There are tables throughout Rivendell on which pieces of art and history are sometimes placed for contemplation. Bring this vase to a table near Gloringlir. If she recognizes it as being the sum of the fragments you earlier uncovered for her, I shall agree to further her instruction as a scholar and give her leave to study some of the more valuable artifacts kept here at Imladris. If she does not recognize the vase, she will have received my final lesson. Place the vase on the table, observe her reactions, and return to me, and we will speak further. Very well. This whole thing, then, is going to be a test. A test on whether or not she cares about the actual work. And a test to see whether or not I remember where she is, right? Okay. Maybe that's not much of a test. After all, I have been through here numerous times. I've taken numerous characters through the Misty Mountains, and this is one of those quests that I rarely skip. So therefore, I'm pretty sure I know where she is. Besides, we've got this crazy arrow pointing me in the right direction. And since it's the only quest, okay, we also have the one from Gimli. So one of only two that I have here. Up here. And there she is. Looking right at the table, waiting for me. Master Dillers is sure to allow me more interesting studies now. Well, let us see. That is an interesting vase, friend. Is it from Lord Elrond's collection? Well, is it from Lord Elrond's collection? Indeed. No, it's very new to the collection. Let's just say we haven't shown it to Lord Elrond. Well, it's possible that first phase was shown to Elrond while I was away, but as far as I know, Elrond hasn't seen the entire thing together yet, since it was assembled in front of me and given to me to present to her. So I think we have the answer. And the answer is that she has just received her final lesson because she did not recognize the vase at all. Alright. Back inside. And back to the scholar that is giving us this quest. Delaros. I guess it's Deluros? Deluros? Well, maybe someday they'll start introducing us by giving us their names so that we could know it.
What do you need?
It does not surprise me that Glornglil failed to recognize the vase, even though she had some part in restoring it. I thank you for your assistance, and I hope the lesson of Glornglil will stay with you. Be not so eager to advance that you fail to experience the moment, in life and in all things. And that's a good lesson for everyone. Do not be so eager to advance that you fail to experience the moment.
Megavanen.
And don't forget to accept your quest reward either, of course. That's an entirely different matter that one should consider. There we go. And that is a scholar's lesson. Next time we will be with Gimli, where we will head off to face Skorgrim Dourhand, and perhaps also find a Nazgul. But that will be in our next episode of Pineleaf Plays The Beorning.